I can't seem to shake you, baby. I can't seem to shake you, baby. All I do is dream about you, baby. All I do is dream about you. Remember when you loved me? I loved you, and then you left me alone. You know I'd always come back home. We can't pretend that this is the end, baby. All I do is dream about you. I can't seem to shake you, baby. I swear tomorrow that I'll give you up. Save the sorrow for when we wake up. But for tonight, it seems I'm tangled up in you, tangled up in you. I can't seem to shake you, baby. I can't seem to shake you, baby. I swear tomorrow that I'll give you up, and I will save the sorrow for when we wake up. But for tonight, it seems I'm tangled up in you, tangled up in you, tangled up in tangled up tangled up
That's right, live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. I appreciate you for tuning in the Wednesday night show. Do your boy that big three. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and hit the bell. And when you hit the bell, you got to hit the all button. That way you're notified every single time that we go live. I appreciate all the day one. Let's go through the formalities. You know what we got to go through. We got to go through the formalities. Gracias, all the day oneers. Gracias to everyone in the members only, the backbone of the community. In the members only, apenas dejé, what was it? I think it's my Chicano story. I think I'm like on part 7. I think it's called Camp Time. Ooh, pinche nombre, ¿verdad? Ooh, Camp Time. Anyways, that's in the members only. They get the exclusive to that on the inside. Not just that, ellos tienen the biggest perk on YouTube Landia, which is what? Which is exclusive VIP access to every single content creator series of fighting event that's coming up. And so, you know what? I'm going to give a fight update. Why not? The people, why did I stop talking for like a couple weeks at Peleas Gente? Hice uno cada mes. I ran back-to-back events, you know. Entonces, me cansé poquito. Of course, it's always a balance, right? You know, Dios, familia, come on now, in that order, ¿verdad? Cultura. You already know what it is. So hit that like, all the gente. Hit that subscribe and hit that pinche bell. I'm going to give you some fight updates. So August is still up in the air. I've talked to individuals for August, but I'm not going to name no names. I'm not going to name no names because I'm a businessman at the end of the day. But for one reason or another, the matchmaking is not going down. So it's not like anyone is raising their hands and saying, you know what, let's do it. Well, I need two, actually. I don't just need one individual. I need two individuals. So the August card is still building up, but I got an update for Thanksgiving. That's right, my boy Robert Richards. I appreciate you, cabron. I appreciate you for tapping in, way. That's right, my boy Mile High Hustle's in the casa. Another individual that's froggy and was ready to run that fade. Again, I was given an update on that. August, no update yet. Got people in the fighter pool already, but the other parties aren't raising their hands. And for whatever reasons, it is what it is, you know. But in November, this is going to be a pinche November. You're never going to forget. Why? Because if, again, everything goes according to plan, and I'll give you the update right now. We got some signatures. We're just missing a pair of signatures. As soon as one more pair of signatures happens for November, then it's going to be a Thanksgiving you're going to be thanking me for the next 10 years. Oh, it's going to be a good one. I think someone's going to the dentist. Again, I'm talking about the paradigm fight. And I'm talking about with Stories. Again, Stories gets 100% respect. He pulled up. He ran it. And he got the belt. Now it's harder to defend the belt now because everyone's going to want to put a target on you. So this one, again, it's just a bit of a what you call a bad blood fight. There's a storyline that I can't wait to start getting into. So just stay tuned. Again, my members only have all the behind the scenes on everything. Everything always happens first inside the members only. That's right, my boy 805 Plumbing and Drains in San Diego's in the casa. I appreciate you, cabron. Gracias for tapping in. Gracias for hitting Chicano Street. So I got a pair of signatures. I'm not going to say no names. I don't say names. It's business, cabron. I'm just missing a pair of signatures. And then Thanksgiving, when you're with the familia right there, todos llenos de pavo. You know lo que pasa? We get it comatose, todo pinche pavo, right? We get comatose on it. Guess what's going to happen? For the first time, there is going to be a pelea on Thanksgiving, and you're going to thank me for it. And I'm going to thank the fighters, obviously them, for it. It's not just all me. You know, you guys ain't paying to see me. Well, some of you guys maybe, but you're paying to see the fighters, and you're paying to see a good fight. So I don't call these boxing matches. I call them real fights. So I'm excited about that, you guys. So again, one more pair of signatures, and I'll make the official announcement. It might just happen right now while we're on live. If I get a DocuSign confirmation right now, a DocuSign confirmation of the second party signing that one, then I'll announce tonight, Thanksgiving, when you're with the familia. Some of you don't even like your pinche familia. You don't even want to be there. You were on drugs. You got drugged there. Well, guess what? Any device, Mac, Windows, Android, tablet, smart TVs, you'll be able to see laptop. You'll be able to see a banger of a fight this Thanksgiving. All right, that's enough on fights. Let's keep it moving. And then I want to read some of the pinchy comments because they go by fast, and I'm bad, man. That's right, my boy Sakura 916 is in the casa. First tapping in. Long-time viewers, shout out from Sakura. Keep doing your thing, my boy. That's right, man. That's right. No, I haven't been to Sakura way. Actually, it's only been Diciembre, cabron. I was over there at the... you know where that little cafe is, Sakura? What's it called? Old River Town. It's that one that they have that big old ferry boat, cabron. You know, that big old ferry boat y al lado de una delta, donde hay un chingo de agua. I was at that cafe, River Cafe. And I think that's Old Town Sakura. So Sakura's like Salas way. It's a cowboy town. That's why we got boots and the pinche logo. You know what it is, my boy. I appreciate you tapping in, hitting Chicano Street way. I appreciate you. All right, let's keep it pushing, gente. Shout out to all the Chicano channels, and then shout out to all the Chicano pages. You know who you are on IG. My brother, Chicano Hollywood. And shout out to you. Shout out to everyone else. It's just really we're here to empower Chicanos through knowledge and experience. So if you never met me, I just gave you the whole message right there. Here, we're here to empower Chicanos, okay, through knowledge and experience. Now, it's just not only Chicanos because, like, what we talk about. What we talk about is straight across the board. Like when we got into, and I'm going to talk about it. Hold on, gente. What the thumbnail's about. Cálmense. You're already throwing piedras at me and shit. Like the last episode of the Chicano Hour, I didn't even think that one was going to stay up. Because ¿quién son los pinches dueños de esta plataforma? I thought they were going to knock that down because we're talking about holistic natural remedies to combat everything that's killing us. And we talked about the 4 or 5 major asesinos de la raza. So go and trip out on the last Chicano Hour if you really want to, something substantial. That's the word, right? Because we get into a little bit of everything. Of course, we're talking about fights. Right now, we'll probably get into some chisme tube, and it is what it is. And the phone lines are going to stay open, just like the banner says. Mexicano May is wild, man. It's been wild this whole month. What is it, man? Es como un pinche jaripeo. Estamos todos en un jaripeo, como una capirotada de raza. And here we go. Of course, some dudes had to get off over there. Of course, there was a one-on-one over here. There was an incident over there. It's been crazy. It's a crazy May. We're going to get into it right now. Hold on, gente. Hit that like. Mikey, I want to run that fade. Diablo says with Blue Devil from Haters World. Well, Blue Devil from Haters World. It's funny you just mentioned Blue Devil from Haters World because he actually just went ahead and reneged and went back on this peace treaty. Supposedly he had a peace treaty. He wasn't going to mention, might as well get into it now. Perfect segue. He wasn't going to mention Norbeez. Wait. You know what? It's better. What happened to the peace treaty as soon as Norbeez... He thinks in his eyes, because they're making videos about him every day, that he's down and out. No. What does he do? Real quick, reneged. I mean, it is what it is. So, lo que quiero que el Norbeez ojalá haga is he's going to come back. And he's going to come back, gente. Pichi Norbeez is going to do a video like, Norbeez breaks his silence. Hey. And you already promised me that exclusive way. Pinche Norbeez. If you're hearing right now, you already promised me. No te creas. Hit that like. Yeah, so running that fade. No, you know what I heard is that que se lastimó la espalda. He worked like in warehouses on the, like blue collar jobs, warehouses, aventando cajos, something like that. Or forklift driver, y que se lastimó la espalda. And I'm like, well, that makes sense. And he's just on his couch collecting disability, but guess what, man? Está matando ahí nomás, sentándose en el sillón. And what is he doing? Comiendo. And so you only see him poniéndose, pretty soon the other dude, Boy Meets World, he's going to have his own chair, like his own, he's going to take 2. He's going to take 2 sides of the whole couch pretty soon. And then the other dude, but it's flaco, but he'll still need another chair. All right, so let's talk about this, gente. Norbeez goes viral. Okay, this was just undeniable. I went live. I was one of the first channels that went live, but it just was what it was. I played the audio. I said, you know what? I'm not putting no video out there. I'm not naming no certain names, which are like full legal names or any like those names, or any kind of verb or actions. To complete any kind of sentences that would connect or make sense, because I just wanted to comment that way. It's California, just like Nino America says, Cali politics, cabron. Okay, I'm not under those, but I'm not gonna be the channel that's gonna break stuff and show you the footage. So that's just not gonna be. But anyways, this happened. Was he trying to go viral? I guess a lot of people are asking that question now. And there's been 2-3 days of comments. Was he trying to go viral? Was that the goal? That's right, Leo M, my boy. Fuck your feelings. That's right. It's one of my favorite shirts. I like to say that too. Was he trying to go viral? People are asking now. If he was, mission accomplished 100%. Pinche Norbeez. Do I think? No. When Nino America called me, Shout out to Nino America. When that live I did, what was it? Monday or Tuesday night? Again, I told the stories. I was out in the front, and then the beautiful, smoking, sexy, hot wife called me, and she said, "You're missing something. You got to see it." And me, I'm like a turtle. Si no estoy trabajando, I'm in slow motion. It just nothing's gonna light a fire under me. I don't know. That's just me. I know when I gotta move, and then there's times that I just shift it down a gear. That's how I found out. And next thing you know, boom, I get a clip sent to me. It was everything like about 2 minutes before and 30 seconds after. And then it cuts off on him laughing. Was he trying to go viral again? No. But what Nino was talking about was true. He was saying this is making viral history. And I'm like, why no, cabrón? This is pinche California tube over here. You know what I mean? Again, a lot of the major podcasts are in California. I'm not knocking any other state. All my states, wherever you're at in the South, Midwest, in the Union, East Coast. ¿Sabes qué? ¿Dónde voy a ir este fin de semana? You know where I'm going to be? You're not going to trip out. I'm going to give you some trivia. What do they call el estado que le dicen el estado bluegrass? Zacate azul. But anyways, that's where I'm going to be on the weekend. Actually, the wifey me compró unos micrófonos. She goes, yeah, you could try it out in el hotel and go live or something like that. Shout out to the beautiful, smoking, sexy hot wife. She's one of those pinche soulmates, that's just going to push you, to get better, get better, get better. And we all need that, gente. Come on now. Especially us men, we go through a lot. We need that support. But anyways, I'm digressing. That's where I'm going to go this weekend. Kentucky. All right. Was Norbeez trying to go viral? No, I don't think he was. But what did he end up doing viral shit? Yes, he did. You showed me another video, que un cabrón. He goes up to confront someone y ahí en la cámara. Y también que los resultados son lo que los resultados son. To Alvin, the aggressor, the one that did it, some people were commenting right there. And I respect all the comments. I appreciate it. Hey, you don't got to like me. You don't got to like what I say. I appreciate the comment anyways. Drop the comment below, whether you agree, whether you don't agree. Either way, just drop that pinche comment. Some people were saying, well, if it came to your house, wait a second. The memes, there's a lot of misinformation out there. This didn't occur at nobody's home. This didn't occur at nobody's residence. No, it didn't. So, and food community, it is what it is. It is what it is. They put apartment or house or home. I know they did on the first one. And then they left it up for hours. It might still even be up. Not that they would be in a rush to delete stuff or if they even gave a rat's or a crap about all of that. I like food community because I really think they're unbiased, man. That's going to be the key to food community blowing up. Is food community just staying unbiased, because there's still people that play those games. They look at demographics and look at what city they're in and the city they're in and create all these battles. And, we're trying to, maybe at the end of this video, we'll call for peace. We're going to call for peace because we need all the raza to get together for November. And we have an opportunity to make a power move. But here we are with the Mexicano wild-ass May. See what you started, Norbeez? No, I'm just kidding. Some people were commenting and said, Tony's responsible. Cálmense. Okay, wait a second. Tony A's responsible. And then some of the other comments, I'm trying to remember them. Maybe I can see in the laptop. That's right, mi amiga Vanessa's in the casa. We're the original Chicano Tube ladies. We're talking about it. Today is Wednesday night. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I appreciate you, amiga. What was I going to say? Yeah, pinche Norbeez, you better give me that exclusive. You ain't going nowhere else, cabrón. I wish I had my sampler. Oh, yeah, it's Tony responsible. It's Tony responsible. Since when is another man responsible for the actions of another man? You can argue that, right? Well, under the banner, under the business, he's there, he's part of the team and all that. But again, let's not, common sense still reigns in some of us. Common sense, it's still out there. How is another man responsible for the actions of another man? That's why they came up with that meme last week. I think it was going trending. It said, when the math ain't mathing. When the math ain't mathing. No, to me, this is pretty much, it's a midlife crisis. People go through midlife crisis. You know, they can't find themselves. Maybe it was like some kind of conscious thing to do. Like, you know, you always have to be driven by something. So some people could be so driven by the internet, so driven by the numbers, the clout. West Coast Graffiti. You goddamn right. You nailed it right on the head, cabron. I just remembered that West Coast Graffiti, he said it. He said, and I don't think he's completely broken ties. Calmate. It might have been a little bit of a pinchy caption bait, but it's okay, West Coast Graffiti. It's okay. We'll accept your apology. That you titled it Cutting Ties, but you're still in communication with some people. It's all good, cabron. Don't trip. But you called it when you said the bigger the channel gets. What happens? You start stroking that ego. Damn, that's that ego. Look at my numbers. Whew. Okay, and this is what hurts the ego the most. That's right, boss ladies in the casa. I appreciate you. Original Chicano Tube lady is in the casa. I appreciate you, amiga. Gracias, boss lady, for tapping in. We're doing the Wednesday show on Chicano Street. Gracias for hitting Chicano Street, boss lady. It strokes your ego, though. I got 80,000. It stroked one podcaster's, and you know who I'm talking about. He owes me 10 G's. Where them little 10 G's you owe me? I ain't forgot, cabron. Like Clavo said, I'm bound by honor. Where them little 10 G's you owe me? No, he said it better, though. But anyways, it strokes your ego. That cabron, he bought 50,000 subscribers just because he seen people passing him up by 10, 15,000. He saw people rushing and it strokes your ego, and you bought him, and guess what happens? Demonetize the whole pinchy channel. Have to start a second channel and push it as fast as you can to come up, to make up for the money lost, just to get steady again, because it strokes your ego. So West Coast Graffiti hit the nail on the pinchy head, cabron. West Coast Graffiti actually said, I remember when he said this, he said, in the beginning, we're all cool with each other. In the beginning, we all wanted to collaborate with each other. In the beginning, we all wanted to jump on each other's platforms, and it was about, having each other's backs, and it was what it was. It's a beautiful thing, and I think it can still get there. But more and more, another thing that West Coast Graffiti said that really hit me, and I was like, fuck, I'm starting to think it might be true, but I ruled it out when I heard it the first time he said it, and he said that peace will never happen. He said, no, Mikey, he goes, that'll never happen. He told me straight on the phone call, on a live, maybe go look it up. And maybe like 2 months ago when he called in with that whole desmadre happened. What happened was he was on a podcast with Alvin. He had already been on the podcast with Alvin a couple times. And you know what I'm talking about, Alvin and the Chipmunks. He had been on the podcast, or he was coming cool, but was hoping he never gets asked to get put in the middle of a bronca. Again, these are things that are not yours. Not by your doings. Not by your actions. Not yours. And he said, just leave me out of it. But anyways, I don't want to recap that whole story. Maybe I should. I'm waiting for the bell to ring, you guys, because if the bell rings and we get a certain set of signatures right now, we're going to have to do a special announcement for Thanksgiving fight. That's going to just blow the doors off of YouTube. Yeah, you're going to be thanking me. You're going to be thanking me for that fight. Okay, sorry, I just had to, my bad. I just saw it was something about the fight. It was something about the fight. All right, let's go back to it. My bad. That's right, my boy. E-Raw209's in the casa. I appreciate you. Gracias for hitting Chicano Street one more time. Aquí estamos. Es el miércoles show. You know what it is, cabrón. We're talking about Norbeez going viral. But some of the comments were going off saying Tony's responsible. Some of the comments were even saying, man, you know what? You just started causing depression right now. You seriously are going to be the cause of depression. He had faith in you. He was close to you. He backed you up. He started a channel. He did this and he did that. I get it. We can all see it. Those are all things out there and visible. But again, when two men reach a consensus and talk like two men and say, you know what, this is what it's going to be, then that's it. Then that's it. It's always been individual channels. It's never been clicks, at least for me. At least for me. I don't click up. There's too many years wasted on that shit. I don't click up. I don't follow the group no more. No sigo la pinche bola. La bola me sigue a mí. O sea, I go in the room, that environment don't change my energy. My energy changes that pinche environment. And then again, when I see the old school partners, they already can sense the energy. That's what I reciprocate and come back. Now, with Norbeez going up there, I never seen another podcaster ever do that. And then the result, it wasn't a good result. Okay? Norbeez, I'm going to be your pinche personal trainer from now on. Norbeez is going to drive up, and within maybe a good 2 to 3 sessions, Norbeez is going to want the rematch. Norbeez is going to be ready for that. I know what he did. I could already imagine what he did. He did a little YA dip move, like little YA trip, slip, dip move, put him down, and he did try to do like a little full mount on him. Why would you need to do all that? Why would you need to do all that? You run into the jab, and you're going to lose both your front teeth. But no, the answer is no. Tony's not responsible. Well, stop all that, man. Just trying to make shit stick. Now, of course, if someone has a vendetta against you, then they're going to come out with the media all throwing it at you. Okay, he's this, he's that, he's this. I told you, the internet, it could be a crazy place. They'll thumbnail you. They'll put you up on thumbnails with all kinds of crazy titles. And I don't know how to call it. You just got to have thick skin. Be ready for it. So anyways, yeah, Norbeez is going to do like a video. I'm assuming, and it's going to be a good one. Everyone's going to be paying attention to it. I want to see it. And he's going to hit Chicano Street. He's going to hit Chicano Street, and we're going to talk about it and dissect it, break it down, maybe answer the questions that haven't been asked yet by the man himself. We want to hear it from him. I want to hear it from him. And cabrón, que estés bien también, man. Aliviánate, estés bien, all that. Te deseo lo mejor and all that shit, cabrón. You'll be back. And then we'll talk about that shit like, damn, that was a crazy, wild, pinchy, no jumper scene a la chinga. You know, it's funny with some of these guys, they talk tough on the internet. This is the city councilman right here. In the words of the former city councilman. These are his words. In the words of the former city councilman who got fired from the city council and gave his constituents no apology. Shows character a lot. In his words, well, this is just goes to show everyone on the internet that you can't just do this and that and this and that. All these tough guy words came straight out of his mouth. And of course, the king of Calexico, who he's in bed with, is the one. You know what I mean? They're pinchy butt buddies. I'll say, you know, they do media together, I think. They'll probably end up merging their media companies, their publishing companies. But, you know, another thing is, well, okay, so you want to throw chingazos, come out and throw chingazos because there's video. You lunging out, doing what you did, right, all the time. YA, 300 fights, right, behind the handball court. Lunging, throwing. Then you got your own Thunderdome. He's got his own Thunderdome. I said that, and someone sent me the clip, de que la foto, que del lugar, el domicilio, and all that stuff. And I'm like, damn, it's just all barred up, huh? Bars and windows. So he's got his own Thunderdome. It's the only place he'll throw hands is in that little parking lot. Fuck it. Let's rent that little parking lot then, way. We'll rent that little parking lot, and then we'll just do it right there. However you feel safe, cabrón. We'll put on some gloves, and we'll just run it one time. Just nomás por el coraje, you know. Sometimes we just got to get the bad blood out of our system. It's okay, gente. It's okay, you know. But when you start walking across car shows, and you're saying, oh, come with me. someone's here. You start doing that stalking shit, guess what's going to happen? The stalker's going to come up on you. That's right. That's one of my members right there. The after party with Fum is in the casa. Don't forget to subscribe over there. Hit his avatar, cabrones. Por favor, do one of my members. That Paro right there. I appreciate you more than you know, carnal. Órale, Mike, send mine. Hey, gracias for hitting Chicano Street. I was just talking about Alvin. He's got his own Thunderdome. People were sending me clips and all that. And he's accepting all door knockers, gente. Some people were commenting like this. Well, they knock on your door. What you gonna do? I get it. Okay. I get it. So let me put myself in those shoes. I'm in my studio. Someone's knocking on the door. And it wasn't really a knock. It was kind of a bang. But why is it a bang? Because you got the pinchy Friday bars from the movie Friday. You got the Friday bars on all the windows and doors. That's why it sounds like bang, 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 bang. And he was knocking like that, cabron, like he wanted to get someone's attention. Well, you were looking for it, cabron, and you found him. But let me say this. What about if, because to me, okay, Norbeez is a civilian, gente. To me, Norbeez is a civilian for one. It could have easily been the pinchy Kirby vacuum salesman. It could have been, it could have been the solar panel salesman. It could have been a pinchy testigo de Jehová. I mean, Alvin will knock them all out, man. He'll knock them all out. And then he'll go on the internet and say, this is for all of you guys, so all of you can see. Mama, that's not. All right, we're going to keep it pushy, man. But, yeah, the crash is really, really happening before our eyes. Straight up, it's crazy. It's because the crash is people, you know, that do videos. Like, shout out to Kimos Flicks. He came out with another award nominee. The YouTube Yarda Awards are in December every single year. I'm on the board, executive chairman of the YouTube Yarda Awards. Kimos Flicks is also on the board, executive director of the YouTube Yarda Awards. His videos right there are on Super Point. Go and trip out on one of my favorite channels, if not my favorite channel on the internet, Kimos Flicks. He has the avatar with Santana from American Me, right? And he's taking a drag of a cigarette, but I'm like, chingado, sus pinches, his mouth was like a gill. Así. It was like crazy. I'm like, man, that's a 19-year drag. A 19, and you know what? When he blew that out, for sure Santana had a head rush. Don't tell me Santana didn't have no head rush, because like he told Julie, 19 summers.
Unknown caller.
Call from
Jenny Selby.
Mi Chicana Hermana, you're live on Chicano Street. How are you, amiga? What you got to say?
Hey, good. What do you? How about we talk about something interesting?
Well, it's because you see the thumbnail. So the thumbnail pretty much gives it away. If it's going to be a health, a healing, a history, a culture, it's going to be on the thumbnail. But if it's going to be exactly what it said, we haven't even talked about the second podcaster who over the weekend got hit with multiple bullets.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's a sad reality, but that's the kind of society we live in today.
And isn't it us doing it to us?
Yes, but see, it's because people think they're in the 1950s thinking you can handle everything with violence. Violence begets violence. That's it. People got to change their mindset and grow up.
Well, there's people like us that are at least giving that, telling people that. That's why I go to the juvenile hall once a month and the camp once a month. Even if they just come out for the chocolate and the chips, I give them the message.
I do the same thing. I volunteer for the youth because they're the ones that are getting, shown wrong ways to live. It's about education. And we have to show the youngsters that they can live a different life, a different reality. They don't have to end up in prison. Our people are ending up in prison.
So another thing,
men and women.
Another thing I tell the youth, Miss Jenny Selby, is also I tell them if you see anyone on the internet crashing out and acting a complete buffoon, please don't take that person serious and don't try to take it with a grain of salt.
Sí, pero tú sabes también que son una bola de pendejos.
Okay, Miss Jenny Selby. Miss Jenny Selby live calling in from San Diego. I appreciate you, amiga. I'm going to take another call. Hey, God bless you. You have a good night.
Okay, cuídate. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Blessings over to Jenny Selby and blessings over to your entire familia, man. God bless you, amiga. Mi Chicana amiga who just hit Chicano Street. If you have an opinion on anything I said, 831-205-1735. We're going to keep it going. What time is it? We're coming up on the 7:30 mark. I'm looking at my phone. You see, every time I get a notification, I'm looking at my phone because, again, this Thanksgiving is going to be the fight of the year, possibly. The fight of the year. I just need one more set of signatures, and I will make maybe live tonight. The official announcement. I can't wait.
Call from.
Caller, you're live on Chicano Street. What you got to say? You're cutting out, my boy. Sorry, you're cutting out.
Now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Absolutely.
Okay, hey, how's it going? I called into the other guy's show, the one that had the little incident the other day. I'm the guy that kind of broke the story about the other guy, Alvin, not going to the council meetings.
Here he is. I got you now on the phone, cabron. Gracias for calling in. You're the one that did the legwork and the research to something they try to cover up.
Yeah, and I was checking out the guy's show right now, and it was like around 45 minutes or 47 minutes into the show, and some caller asked him if he's still in the council. He said he quit about a month or so ago, but when I called into the other guy's show, it said on the actual neighborhood council that he quit in February. I mean, my bad. He didn't quit. They kicked him out. So he just lied again right now.
It's nonstop. It's crazy, but it's just like the only people I ever have a gripe with, cabron, on the internet is just people like that just say one thing and they're the absolute opposite. For what? When most of those things I did before these even cameras, I turned them on 1.5 to 2 years ago. So it's just like, I just see like a complex. I don't know. Maybe it's a little man's complex. Little man's.
Maybe, man. Maybe. I mean, and like I called into. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No. Go.
I'm gonna call the other guy. I guess I don't want to say his name, but you know what I'm talking about, right? The gun that the incident happened. I called into his show and I told him, hey, he only showed up to 2 meetings in July and then September, and then that's it. Damn. I went through every document, and it said he was absent until they kicked him out in February. So I don't know why he's saying that he barely quit like a month ago. But yeah, I'm looking here in my notes, what I wrote down, and yeah, it said they kicked him out for excess absences. So I don't know, man. I don't know why he keeps lying. I don't know.
Cabron, I just want to thank you for the legwork that you did and the research and the homework. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
I mean, he kept bragging about it. So I'm like, okay, let me look into it. Actually, you know what? Can I see the website in case anyone wants to look it up?
While you do that, you could definitely do that, cabron. Te iba a decir algo más that just came to my mind. Did you hear about his co-host also catching a DV?
Oh, I heard.
No, you don't gotta say the name. Yeah, el con la barba. You don't gotta say no names, but yes. When that becomes public record, people are gonna be dropping videos about that. That's why he hasn't been on more regularly. Again, that's people's business. But it just shows that sometimes you give off that fucking energy and you wreck everyone around you.
Can I give some links so people can look it up on their own?
Absolutely. People can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
So for the guy with the beard, allegedly, I want to say allegedly because I don't want to get sued, but people can look on the website called myburbank.com. And it happened in February. You know what? I don't want to say his name because I don't want to
don't. Exactly. But
I'm trying to like
websites and tabs, and that's good enough.
Look, okay, let me get the link here. It's the police logs from February to February the 5th to February 11th. And yeah, people, if they know the name, they'll find it. So go to myburbank.com and go to the police logs from February the 5th to February the 11th. And this is public information, so it's not like, oh, I went somewhere to pull this up. It's all public, right? And for the neighborhood council, it's called North Hollywood Northeast Neighborhood Council. That's the website. People can look it up and go through every meeting document. And yeah.
Cabron, let me ask you before you go. Should Norbeez,
All right.
as a civilian, should he have called law enforcement, or you think no?
It's a tough one, man. I mean, honestly, look, I like Norbeez. He's a good guy, but I don't think he should have done what he did, honestly. I don't know, man. I think Norbeez should just, and I know this is probably not what you guys want to hear, but I think he should just take the L. That is my opinion. And he should go train with you so this doesn't happen again. So yeah, that's just me.
Cabron, you know
yeah.
what? Do me a favor. Can you text that line that's on the banner? That's my number right there. Text me, Cabron, just so we could be in contact.
Okay, sounds good. I will.
Thank you,
All
my
right,
brother.
this number, right?
Yeah, that one that's up on the banner scrolling. I'm gonna be live just for another 25 minutes or so, and then just text me right there, Cabron, and be like, I'm the brother with the links.
Okay, all right, that sounds good.
Thank you.
I'll text you that sometime today, hopefully. All right, thank you.
Cuídate.
Bye.
Cuídate, bye. That was a good call right there. That was a good call. All right. So, anyways, but to the youngsters, real OGs, they don't crash out on the internet. What's the internet? The internet's not shit. A lot of people can't believe that there's some people like that. Like, one of them is me. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, what the video says, and you don't know what they're saying. I don't give a shit. Well, the internet is it. Yeah, well, it's for the internet.
Unknown
But
caller.
that's it, you know.
Call from
Jay Bone, what's up?
That's right. Caller. You're hitting Chicano Street. What you got to say?
Chicano 2, can you hear me?
Brother, I can hear you loud and clear, and can so all the people.
God is great. Real quick, man, let me just speak on something real quick, man. So we don't really, let me just cover my back right quick. I don't know who hit Norbeez, right? I didn't see nothing, and I'm not blaming nobody for that. That's none of my business, really. But, Norbeez could have ran into a wall, but, we know better, right? But, first of all, Norbeez did some things, something that I thought was incredibly unwise. You know what I'm saying? Incredibly unintelligent. I think the young man, is a little bit street ignorant. Not ignorant all the way, but he's a little bit street ignorant. He should have knew better than to, going to somebody's rented property like that and do something like that. So I kind of felt like, hopefully he learned from that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, the street street ignorant part is for certain, because that he just joined the team, the Tony team, like 2 years ago. So he wasn't brought up or raised around them. And then that kind of energy he puts off too, right? The kind of energy he puts off. But
Yeah.
My respects to him. O sea, hizo algo que, tocó huevos. To do that too.
Oh, see. You know what I'm saying? No doubt, without a doubt. He had a lot of balls to do that, but, I just feel like, as he being a Mexicano, you know what I'm saying? I'm Puerto Rican, brother, but, Norbeez is a Mexicano. I feel like he grew up around stuff like that, but I don't know, for some reason he wasn't thinking, and he wasn't ready for that, man. And you got to be ready when you pull up to people like that, bro. It don't matter who it is. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, he didn't see the drop step or the little snake move.
Exactly, and I don't know. I didn't see that part, so I can't really. I'm not gonna, But we're not dumb, right?
Right.
But what I want to see is and I don't got nothing against old boy, man. I be calling his show too. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes what I want to see is I want to see him get in the ring with somebody, man. Somebody that can throw them dogs. You know what I mean? I want to see that, man. I really want to see that, man. Not no street shit, just some shit that like the Cholo Trucker versus that other dude from up north type shit. You know what I'm saying? You ever heard about that?
Yeah, to let the hands go.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I want to see if old boy's a body. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that, man. You know what I mean? I would love to see a clean fight in the ring with, just a professor. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get some boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? With a real motherfucker. Not no, man, that's weak. And I'm not saying Norby's weak, but come on. I mean, he wasn't ready for that, man. Go heads up with a motherfucker who ready for that. You know what I mean? But with that being said, shout out to Chicano Tube, all his fans, all the subscribers, man. Hit that like. I'm gone, man. Gracias.
I appreciate you. God bless. Right. The truth is, Norbeez, he did learn some lessons, cabrón. Obviously, he learned some lessons. That goes without saying, right? But like these pinche memes that said, or the memes that were saying, packed out. Packed out is to me, I always thought packed out was more than one person was on you. Even though it did look multiple. I mean, the shirt estaba toda rompida. I saw that like on the replay when I played that one. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving now. Hit that like though, gente. He says, why you don't like AC? Well, the history with me and AC, cabron, is it goes back. My same opinions I'm giving right now, cabron, just again, between me and him, it's never going to be my followers and his followers, or you got to choose. We're not in third grade. We're not in second grade where I'm going to tell any of my followers, you need to boycott that channel. And Billy, if you play with Bobby, you can't be my friend. We're not in second grade, bro. To tell people, But anyways, my thing with him was I was already, again, doing work in the community. I was already doing work with the kids, right? I had multiple meetings. Sometimes I would have 4 or 5 a month, especially on top of these big conferences and other things, right? But just doing things. And when someone is, here in Monterey County, when someone is portraying themselves as a civic person, as a person that is a leader in the community, I was part of the clergy and the ministry. I'm an ordained minister, right? And so I get phone calls when these kids get unalived and it turns into a bad situation. It's just horrible, right? All of that. When there was one amongst us who was on the fence, 1 foot over here, 1 foot over there. You know what happened? They would blast that dude all over the newspaper articles. They would blast him him or her, on every magazine because it was corruption. It was just, this person is persuaded, whatever you want to call it, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I said, wait a second, this guy's energy, something was like not clearly there, but I understood it to be a complex. Sometimes people have little man complex. Sometimes they have complexes where you have to make up for the lack thereof. Because there's a deficiency on one other side of the personality, you have to make it up on this side of the personality. And you could evidently see it for someone that's supposed to be from my generation that goes and completely crashes out on the internet. No, I'm not talking about the bumping heads and throwing little verbal chingazos. That's normal. Somos mexicanos. Nos encanta el pleito. Nos encanta desmadre. We're loud. We get into it. Nos encanta el chisme. Let's just keep that real. If not, you don't have Mexicano blood in you, cabrón. So I did that video like when I started the channel, I was a Salinas report. I said, this guy's on the fence. For reals, he's on the fence. Why? Because there was even videos coming out of not just his words of what he said, but just throwing bandanas in car shows and music videos. Hey, that's cool. To each his own. I'm only going to fuck with channels that match my message and my energy. Unity de raza. Elevation of men. Elevation of women. Betterment of the families, health, Dios, familia, cultura, and we can keep it going.
Call from
The drunk investor.
The drunk investor, you're live on Chicano Street. What you got to say, cabron?
Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, I've been enjoying the boxing cards. The last one was pretty entertaining. And just wanted to call in. Say I can make 155 for your next card. Give me 3 months, a good training camp. Shit, I've been sober, and I'm trying to get a boxing match. Hell yeah.
Hey, I heard. You watched that last fight, and you said, hey, these guys are in my weight class.
Yeah. I was going to go, but shit,
Bro,
I got busy and stuff, but.
That first round, Buzz, the way he was fighting, like straight, throwing the left hook, the check left hook from Buzz kept landing that whole first round. 4 more rounds like that would have been a problem for Cholo Trucker. But I think Cholo, you could just see it in the pictures, man. He was putting his heart and soul into it. It was a hell of a fight. But you know what? I'm waiting for an email right now, cabron, because I might make the announcement before we end this live for Thanksgiving.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. I'm ready. Let me know. I'll be on the undercard. I don't want a main event, but I'll be on the undercard if you got anything for me.
That's right,
I
man.
appreciate you, Mikey.
Hey, gracias, cabrón. Hey,
And
text me right there
hell
on
yeah.
the text me on the chat line that's scrolling on the banner way. That way we can keep in touch.
No problem, bro. Have a good one.
Órale, cuídate. Drunk investor hitting Chicano Street. I'm still looking for the notification. Announcement to fight. Announcement to fight. Yeah, I would love to give you the announcement for the fight. All right, let's keep it moving. We haven't even talked about Droops, man. That was crazy. Let's talk about Droops a little bit. There's been a couple updates since I posted the first was it a short or a community post or something like that? Oh no, I shared Hood Stocks. I shared Hood Stocks. So Hood Stocks, gente, is like the podcast that's in the hood, man. That's like, they're doing the podcast on the corner right there. You know what I mean? In front of the liquor store. That's what it is. The corner in front of the liquor store. Bullets are flying, and that's just Hood Stocks. Do I watch it all the time? No. But is it interesting? It's interesting enough for me to subscribe. I'll tell you
Call
that.
from
And listen in every once in a while. And some shit happens there, like what happened with Lefty Gunplay. Risky Business, you're live on Chicano Street.
What's up, Mikey? Buenas noches.
Hey, buenas noches. ¿Cómo estás, güey? ¿Cómo está la familia?
Todos bien, everything's smooth.
All right. Well, what do you think so far? We're barely going to get into Droops, but I guess we're kind of still Norbeez and a little bit about Tony.
Yeah, that's why I decided to call right now before you change the topic. But look, on mine, it's still fuck Gil, bro. That motherfucker's a piece of shit, a snake, and he's a fucking bitch to go along with that. And he's been that since the fucking get-go. Because look, he's been stealing identities from the get-go. From getting with his ex-homeboy's girl while the vato was locked up and playing daddy and stealing the role of a dad. He's been stealing everything from the get-go, bro. You know what I mean? So when I hear motherfuckers say, oh, this is a righteous homie, this is a righteous this is a righteous that. Righteous, bro? Like, in my book, that's having no fucking morals. You know what I mean? Getting with your homeboy's ruca while the vato is locked up and then raising his family, that's righteous? Come on, people.
Risky Business calling, getting it off his chest, cabrón. You heard the other gentleman. He said, I got links. He was the one that called Norbeez's channel and found the paperwork on when they dismissed him from the city council. It's the neighborhood council. It's different in different regions. Gente, there's because there's more people in LA, so there's tiers and levels. Here, there's just commissions where I'm at and city council, and there's only two. But over there, there's neighborhood council and all that. It was just a photo op. Let's keep it real. It was a photo op.
Yeah, no, for sure. And so all of a sudden, G is afraid of somebody calling the cops on him. Because last time I checked, G's don't give a fuck. G's don't give a fuck about nothing. You know what I mean? But all of a sudden, the vato that called the cops on some chavalones for spray painting is now afraid of the cops getting called on him. Hypocrisy, man. Hypocrisy 101. It don't get fucking worse than that. And my shit really has nothing to do with Norbeez, right? That's my shit is just from seeing a snake throughout the years. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And he's been trying to steal everything from stealing his homeboy's girl to stealing the word Chicano to stealing the vato's family. He's been trying to steal everything all along. You know what I mean?
Hey, we run the fade, me and AC. If he wins, he's a Chicano. What do you think? If he wins, he's a Chicano, and we leave him alone forever.
Yeah. He won't.
If I win, he has to be proud of his country.
Yeah. There you go. He has to fly his fucking flag.
Everywhere he goes, he has to fly his flag and wear it on his chest, and never say the word Chicano again.
Yeah, but no, like I said, this dude's a bitch and a piece of shit. Cause and look, the reason I'm saying that is because he disrespected me on one of his lives. He disrespected me. That's what I'm saying. He's a piece of shit by mentioning my grandma. You know what I mean? My grandma that's passed. So that's speaking of the dead right there. So that's righteous.
And it goes on
You
and
know what I
on.
mean?
Way they have so many. They can clip literally dozens and dozens of videos of contradictions, stuff like that. But again, you know what? Maybe at the end of this video, we're gonna call for peace. It's been a fucking crazy month for. This is Mexicano month, even to the raza, right? We have Cinco de Mayo this month, and nothing but desmadre has happened to Mexicanos.
Yeah. No, it's definitely not. I mean, you guys can call it whatever it is, but I think it's gonna take somebody from Texas to come up there and get famous. You know what I mean? Because because I know where you're at now, American Cholo, and
Oh,
every
yeah.
fucking dog has his day. Every
Burbank.
dog has his fucking day,
He's
and
on-
I'm gonna be your huckleberry. And for me, see the difference between me and other motherfuckers is I crash out wherever the fuck I'm at, and I go to the county wherever the fuck I'm at. You know, I don't give a fuck about cops. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You know what I mean? So on mine, it's still fuck Gil and his dead brother. How about that, motherfucker?
Risky business. Gracias for the call, cabrón. And he knows how to do a pinchy mic drop, evidently.
Southtown is
Shout out to Risky
Call
Business for
from-
tapping in.
Southtown SD.
Southtown SD, you're live on Chicano Street.
Hey, what's up, Mikey?
Hey, how are you, carnal?
Good, bro. No, I agree 1,000% with the last caller. Everything he said was on point. And just to add to that, bro, anybody that knows, dog, I could tell his character from the beginning. And in regards to Norbeez, you know, yeah, he walked to his business. He should have expected it, but I think he overdid it, bro. It looks like whoever did that let out. They went on like a rage. That was like, you know, a little too much, bro. And I appreciate you calling him out, dog, because yeah, that's just the way it should be. Like let him fight a little bit more difficult opponent.
Yeah, right. But again, man, we're almost 50 years old. And but it's funny, he's selectively picking people, so he didn't mind Norbeez lunging outside the pinche puenta con a darle chingazos. But if it's someone else,
Right.
like Whack 100 knocking on the door, or Tony A that could probably bench like 350, you know, all of a sudden he'll say this, wow, we're not 15 anymore.
Bro, and that's the thing. A real G wouldn't have, like the other homie said, a real G wouldn't even put hands on him, dog. If anything, you could have, you know, grab him by his neck, hold him down, clown him, give him a, you know, whatever, man, squash it. Like, what's so serious that it has to get physical? He should have went online and squashed it like a man, like a real man. But obviously, we know that he's not, you know, and unfortunately, I just think he made it. Whoever did that, you know, you got it coming too. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Eventually, down the line, somebody's gonna touch him up the same way, you know.
Another thing I want to mention, I did a live, but I played audio, reacted to it, didn't say name or kept all the verbs out of it to show any kind of action took place. But guess what, Alvin? It was all your homies' YouTube channels, and it was all their IG pages who snitched on you.
That's crazy.
It was all your
crazy.
homies that snitched on you, so you ain't saying nothing about that. Here we go.
Hey, but I want to say something else real quick too. Not a little off subject, but yeah, hey, brother, I want to get back on here with you in a couple weeks maybe and discuss the lineage thing because I disagree with Wayward Son on the maternal part. And I still believe it comes from the father because why would you take the father's name? And I'm telling you from genetics, bro. I've been breeding 25 years, carnal. And look it up, and I can't believe everything YouTube says either. But the research that I've done, I don't know, bro. I want to talk to him también, but I'm trying to get a link up with Marvelous. Eventually, it'll happen. And I would love to have a debate, or because I want to learn también. But I'm telling you, dog, ¿por qué entonces tienes el nombre de tu padre, güey? You know what I'm saying?
You know what it was? It's crazy because if if Wayward Son is right and the lineage is from the mother, did you know this? Elvis Presley, pinche Elvis, his great-great-grandmother was 100% Cherokee.
Yeah, bro.
So ese way was Cherokee. But
Por
again,
eso estaba loco todo el tiempo, bro.
tearing up hotel rooms and shit. Turning in the key to the hotel room, and when they do the inspection, pinche infierno inside. All right, carnal, I appreciate you. We are going to run that back. You know we're going to run that back.
All right, doggy.
Cuídate.
God bless.
God bless.
All right.
Bye. That's right. Southtown SD's in the casa. That's right. That's right. Fight stuff going on right here. Fight stuff on the phone. I want to give an announcement right now. What we're talking about. Let me go back. Damn, just a man here. Damn, yeah, I know. Again, I don't wish the man no fucking ill will. Don't ever get this twisted, gente. This is just chisme tube, okay? You know, we're bumping heads. It is what it is. But when you have a lot of people following you, and then that's what's up, homie, and you call in a podcast and you say, just so everyone can learn their lesson. This is a lesson to everyone. Almost 50 years old, teaching internet lessons. What a baboso, man. What a baboso. It's funny and then it's not, man. Chingado. All right, let me see what's going on right here. Yeah. West Coast Graffiti, I'll tell you that, though. He was right, man. The bigger the ego, the bigger the problems. He called it. And now I'm starting to think more. I was like, no, unity's possible. We just have to call each other. Now motherfuckers are running the fade in their parking lots. Alvin is running the fade on Burbank and Fulcher. Marvelous Minds is in the casa. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, carnal. No, DNA comes from the mother. Sas is called pheno mother and geno father, bro. So the way, okay, DNA, the cells, there's cells from the mother and there's cells from the father. I guess the whole thing with lineage, people are trying to put, instead of being mixed, they're trying to put their eggs all in one basket, maybe, huh? And again, it could be the people because they're biracial, which is okay. A lot of people are mixed. Come on, now. Estás mirando, ¿verdad? Right here. If the lineage is from my mother, I'll tell you what. Then I would be way more indigenous and native than I would be Spanish. Straight up. Because starting from my grandmother and up, they're connected to a tribe. They're connected to a tribe. Now, starting from my grandfather, he was whiter than a ghost. He had like green eyes. My mom had like green eyes, colored eyes. I'm digressing now. But anyways, I would love to have that conversation. Carnal, I DM'd you, Mr. Marvelous. But I'm getting ready, cabrón. I got to jump on a plane en unos días. I'm going to be in Kentucky todo el fin de semana. So I'll be over there, and then when I get back, we'll get back to our regular scheduled program. So we probably won't have Friday night, gente. My bad. I'm going to be in the bluegrass allá. A ver qué tienen de comer allá. I like to trip out, man. That's what we got to be getting into, man. Let's start traveling. Let's start seeing the world instead of just being in our box. Hasta cuando yo era cholo, we would just hang out like in driveways. Never went to Vegas. Never went up the coast, down the coast. Just all we did was grew up in driveways. Hang out in driveways. And gracias a Dios, I'm making up for that now. So yes. Appreciate you. Real G Designs. Órale. Marvelous Minds. I believe it, can I can see. Damn. We had a caller come in, he's talking about the links to the co-hosts with the domestic. He was the same caller that called in Norbeez on Run the Fade podcast and said, here are the links to the paperwork to the vato getting fired. That in all these months, he attended 2 meetings, habitual chronic absences. No explanation, and then plays it off later. Yeah, I quit 2 months ago. Damn, almost 50 years old, crashing out on the internet, man. Yeah, but you know, his followers will call him a real OG still. All right, what's going on? Yeah, but Droops is in recovery. That real quick, I just wanted to mention that Droops is in recovery again. Hood Stocks co-host catches multiple bullets over the weekend. I'm just saying, shit, man. This month is since Cinco de Mayo has been crazy, man. Since Cinco de Mayo has gone down, man. It's gone down. So he's recovering. If they do a second surgery, it's because the bullets, it was serious. There was either complications from the first surgery, or they just was so severe it warranted a second surgery. And what I heard the other podcasters say was that they had to cut some intestines out. Man, that's crazy, man. It's just, I don't know what you want to call it, man. I don't wish that on nobody. But for something like that to happen, it probably is because you're giving off that energy. I have to keep it a buck, man, because I want people to avoid those things from happening to them. How can I educate and help people? Not me. You know, God helps me. But how can I help people from experiences, from seeing things, life? When you're giving off that energy, it don't matter if you're with your family or whatever. It's going to come to your door because you want to be the tough guy. No, I'm not talking about Droops. No, I'm not talking about him directly. I'm just saying as far as the energy in general. In the places you find me, with who you find me, mostly my family. The way I come off, the way I appear, the way I am dressed is how you're going to approach me. That's the energy I give off. It ain't the energy to catch 2-3 bullets no more. It's not. I'm glad he's recovering. It's just been a crazy Mexicano May month. I think I'm gonna start wrapping it up, man. Hey, but Kimos Flicks, we're gonna use those recent videos you dropped, cabron, are gonna be nominations on the YouTube Yarda Awards. We're gonna do every year, gente. We're gonna do the YouTube Yarda Awards every single December. Kimo dropped 2 of them. One of them was West Coast Graffiti ripping his fucking tank top in the car. Man, but you know what? You know what's funny is West Coast. I try to comment right there, and my comments don't come up way. And it's all good. If back in the day, way, we were talking shit or something and you blocked me, it's all good, way. I'm not tripping at all, way. I let go of real issues in real life and show forgiveness because I need to sleep at night. I'm never going to be tripping on no internet shit. This is not reality. You know, when I hit the X here and go with my family, that's reality. But West Coast, that one, you ripping the shirt, is probably going to be a YouTube Yarda nominee. And Kimos Flicks is already strong in that category. You know, it's funny because then Alvin, he talks about the YouTube Yard. He comes off with a community post, right? And he's like, you vatos in the YouTube Yarda ready for da-da-da-da-da. And you already know the energy he gives off. And you could already hear him talking on how he's saying things, right? And it's cool. To each his own. That's his lane. You do you. But it just seems so childish, man. After you just assaulted someone. Aside the fact, you say, oh, he had it coming. He had it coming. That's for the Razas Court. You guys, the Razas Court, drop a comment on what you think. Alguien mereció algo. What, you guys just have your opinions. I have my opinion. My opinion was he wasn't trying to go viral, pinchy Norbeez. He fucked around. He did find out a couple lessons, more than one lesson, but he ended up going super viral without even wanting to. And when he comes back and does a video, Norbeez breaks his silence. I'm going to be paying attention. I'm going to be hearing what the hell he has to say on that video. Chingado, way. Oh, shit, man. And then again, that peace treaty is broken with the Banda world, Norbeez. That peace treaty, MC Pancho, there was a video, right, or a caption or something. MC Pancho, this peace treaty, he's already throwing you under the bus again. He's already, the Banda world, the king of Calexico, is already throwing you under the bus. All right, you guys, I'm going to wrap this up, man. I'm going to tap back in with the familia. Let me just go ahead and check some of the comments right here. The chipmunk, Alvin and the chipmunk. It was crazy because they were clowning on his mole for a while. Marvelous said something on Rhodium one time about his mole, and then he literally got it carved off. And he didn't have no surgeon do that mole, cabron. It would have had a clean little incision cut. It would have been sewed clean, covered. Like the finished work, it would have been noticeable. You can tell que le dio coraje. He probably carved it out himself con un pinche little Boy Scout knife. Almost 50 years old and still self-conscious. It is what it is. Jesse High says, West Coast be acting like a hurt hyena. Does he? Again, my comments, he probably blocked me at some point, cabrón. My comments don't come up on his channel, but nothing but love, man. It is what it is. I'll tell you what, at least he's real. I'll tell you what. He went up and he did a video and he said, this guy and this guy, leave me out of it. It was the ultimatum video like 2 months ago. And then I did a video live and I put a poll. I said, is Boo Boo next? Yes or no? The poll was like 90% Boo Boo's next, but he doesn't even have to, he's not even looking at his co-host because his co-host is going to court. Miss Chicano. Is Miss Chicano Tube in the building? Oh, that's right, Miss Chicano Tube. You guys, I'm going to tap back in with the familia. We didn't even get to probably half of the stuff, but I hope it was entertaining. All I ask is, gente, do me the favor, though. Just hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit the bell, hit the all. Vamos a estar el fin de semana afuera. Out of state, afuera. So I apologize in advance. I'll see what I can do to make it up. If anything pops, anything cracks, please, gente, chingado, la raza, cálmate ya, man. Cálmate, okay? Don't knock on no doors. Cálmense, cabrones, okay? If you're going to do anything like that, hit Mikey up, por favor, man. Let's do it the right way and give entertainment to the people. Let the people see it. When you run it and the people don't get to see it, the people really miss out. Well, not in this instance. This time, Norbeez did something no one else has done. Is the confrontation was live on YouTube Landia. That's a trip, man. It really went down. You guys hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'm out, you guys. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. But remember the most important thing that I always say, in the end, what? All you got is the memories.